Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Meme and Die podcast. I'm one of your hosts, GreenP0is0n, and I am joined by the regulars, Cord_Gamer.
Hello.
And Noc.V.
How's it going?
And this week we have brought on a special guest. Everybody give a big, or actually small, round of applause for GreenP0is0n.
Hello.
So this week, we're gonna be talking to Green a little bit because he's our special little guy this week. So Green, why don't you tell the people like who you are, what you do? Kind of tell us who you are.
I'm GreenP0is0n. I am a content creator on the internet. I do Twitch, and I'm just generally here to have a good time.
Okay.
So when you say you do Twitch, do you mean like the way I do your mother, or like another way?
Whoa.
We're really fucking starting off like this.
We just started. Are we even a minute into the show? We are barely a minute into the show. We're already doing this.
You know what, Cord? If you're going to show her a good time, show her a good time,
Whoa.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Don't worry.
I don't think Cord has the girth for that.
She has the best time. Don't worry.
Noc, I heard that. I don't think they heard that. That was awesome. Fucking destroyed him. Oh my god.
I wish I could.
Okay.
I want to say something else, but I'm going to abstain. Continue on with the show. Continue on. Upward and onward.
So I feel like you're not doing yourself due justice here. You are you are variety streamer, and you are D&D DM and mastermind, and also, I don't know, resident Canadian as well.
I am the only Canadian. Let's get it real here. Like, there's no other Canadians here.
You're the only Canadian here. There's other Canadians, I'm pretty sure. Are there?
Yes.
I'm sure there are other Canadians than just fucking Green.
I think Green's the last one. His species is extinct, and we have to keep him safe now.
I have to keep battling every other Canadian I meet. I'm just like beheading them at the moment I see them.
Oh my god. All right. So next, we're going to talk about like kind of some personal lifey stuff. First thing that I kind of want to mention, I'm going out of order of the notes, but Noc, you dropped a new song already. That was fast.
This track that I've been working on for a while, it's the remix of a track from the recent Animaniacs series, I guess. Was it on Amazon Prime? I think that's where it was.
I think it's Hulu.
I have no idea.
Was it Hulu? I can't remember.
I think it's Hulu. Hold on.
I've actually never even watched it.
Watch what?
The new Animaniacs season.
Oh, I
never watched it either.
Yeah, it's Hulu.
Like me and Detour, we've been working on this track at least for a year now. It's been like half made for so long. So yeah.
So you just finally got into gear and did it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. It's a very addicting melody. You keep doing songs that have like addictive melodies.
Yeah, and I started working on something like literally like 2-3 days ago that has like one of the coolest melodies I think I've ever made. But that one I'm going to sit on for a while because it's been like, I've made so much stuff recently, and I think I can just kind of like sit on this for a while and maybe pitch it to labels. Like I mentioned stuff on Twitter about dealing with record labels and the crap you have to deal with that. But I'm ready to give it another shot, and I'll pitch this around a bit. So it might be a while before this one gets heard by anybody.
Ooh.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Cord, what the fuck? You streamed the first time in like 1.5 months. What the fuck?
Yeah, and
why?
Because I am a grown individual. Mommy doesn't get to command me anymore. I can do it. I want when I want.
Okay.
So if I want to stream once every other year, I can do that.
Hell yeah, brother. Are you like making a full return, or is this like okay?
Hey, you said something on your Discord about doing stuff like once a month.
Yeah, I want to try and do the game nights once a month because those are just fun.
Okay.
Yeah, the game nights is fun.
Hell yeah.
Game nights are fun.
Oh my gosh.
I tried to join for as much as I could.
I missed it.
I was sleeping.
It's okay. I don't think you've ever made an Among Us game night, and I've yet to play Among Us with you.
I've made one.
I think
I do remember Green in there. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I made
Yes,
one
you did.
and I joined for like 2 games and then I made everyone angry and I left.
Oh my god.
I don't remember this.
The
Are you
people that we play with on those game nights usually have pretty thick skin.
It was mostly like one person because I accidentally killed them the first round twice and they were livid.
Oh. Fair.
Huh.
All right then. Huh.
I could have swore you've never made it to one of my game nights, but that's
No,
all
I
right.
swear I made it to 1.
Okay.
Brother, it is
Fair
3
enough.
against 1 here. He definitely made it.
Among Us is so infuriating to me sometimes, though.
Yeah, and it's way different now than it used to be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
I mean, they had to spice up the formula a little bit because, like, you know, deducing, oh, okay, this guy's there and whatever, it gets old. After it got old, so adding
like
a couple new classes,
level progression as well.
Wait, oh, that's right. There was level progression. I have no idea what you get for the level
tech
progression.
trees and stuff,
it's only
right?
for cosmetics.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Was it cosmetics? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares about that?
It's just, I don't know. It's a bit more different, a bit more complex, but not to the point where it's like harming it, I guess. So
And it's all optional too.
I liked it.
You can play vanilla. You can play vanilla Among Us if you're a boring individual with no life.
Yeah, true.
I'm not gonna lie. The last time I played Among Us, I you know how they usually have that rule of like, hey, mute your mic, don't talk until meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I played, I got imposter and I was like, I'm bored of normal Among Us. So I just turned my mic on. I went, yo, who's the president? Who's the president? And someone went, I'll be the president. And I was like, all right, I'll protect you, Mrs. President. And at one point, one of my friends yelled, anarchy. And I was like, get down, Mrs. President. And I just eliminated him there and then. And for the rest of the round, one person wasn't with the joke. And they were just like, are we really going to let him get away with this? And everyone just skipped voting. And he's like, I guess this is what we're doing now.
That's the beauty of it, though. That's the beauty of that game, though. Just fucking around.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna get into some of the weird questions. Let's start out not so weird though. Green, just because I feel like this is an appropriate question for this podcast. What's like your favorite game? Can you, or maybe favorite games? Question mark. Like what would you have to pick if you had to, pick a favorite?
I have top 3 games.
Okay.
I'll tell you them right now in order too.
All right.
So number 1, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. Love it. I love the movie. I love the
game?
books. Yes. Have you never seen it?
Really?
Yeah. No, I love
disagree.
that.
We
I disagree
played
on the
the
game.
game.
I disagree on the
played the game.
I think it's
I
a
love the
nostalgia
movie.
trip for
Disagree
me.
too.
I think
We were
it
talking
is.
about this like a week ago. You were talking about how bad the game was.
Well, like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a Street Fighter game esque. I mean, there are like some like items and like leveling up and stuff, but like the thing that really kills it for me is just how bullet spongy all the enemies are, even from like level 1. It's just very, very. It's like they're almost like bosses, and it's just a normal enemy. It's just like, what is this?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I did think that it got repetitive after a little bit. So that's why I started to like, I'm not going to play this.
It's probably because of my nostalgia glasses or goggles that I see it like that, though.
Fair enough. I don't think it's a bad game necessarily, though. I did enjoy it when I played it with y'all. It was fun.
Good soundtrack though.
Definitely. Lovely soundtrack. Number 2.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Number 2 is A Hat in Time. I really love A Hat in Time.
Oh.
Ooh.
Actually, me and Muzia were talking about this on Muzia stream that I'm going to try to speedrun it here soon.
Hell yeah.
And it looks tough to speedrun, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm excited.
You know what? That's what I thought about. That's what I thought about JSR. And then I got into it and I realized, there's like a natural kind of like progression that you can kind of do. It's not as bad.
And then my third favorite game is Mario Kart, just because I love pissing off my friends.
That's a good choice.
Dude,
you can't go wrong with those, man.
when we were playing Jump
Basically on the
Mario
streets.
Kart,
When I was sober.
Well, you were sober, but I was drunk. I wasn't even drunk. I was so upset, dude. I wanted to get hammered that night, and it was just like I was constantly fighting for you in first place, and I was like, man, this is boring. Someone give me a challenge.
Oh my god.
Bro,
I got hammered.
you just keep drinking. That's all.
Noc
That's
got-
literally,
Noc was pretty
literally the
drunk.
secret. Literally the secret. Just don't stop drinking.
I remember we did that drunk Mario Kart stream, and Noc was pretty drunk, and then we instantly had to record the podcast. that was so funny.
Hey,
It was
Noc, do you want to
great.
do it again
was good.
sometime?
Fuck yeah! Oh boy.
Yes.
Dude, where's my invite? I want to beat y'all in Mario Kart.
You want to come and join us in Mario Kart? I'm down. Come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Next
even know that
Monday.
Court had Mario
Next
Kart.
Monday. Let's go.
Next Monday.
I mean, we record the podcast on Mondays, so
Yes,
like, you
I
know,
know.
you know.
That's why I was making the meme of next Monday.
It's like you go to work drunk. Good lord, I almost just fucked up my words.
You go to drunk work, baby. We're going to drunk
You
work.
go to drunk work.
We're going to drunk work.
Exactly.
As long as you're not operating heavy machinery.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Define heavy machinery.
I don't know. Dry Bowser's looking kind of thick.
Define heavy machinery. Guitar with lots of gain. All right, let's move on though. So this is a really weird question that I thought of literally earlier today because I was eating like a Lunchables and I was like, man, this tastes like shit. This is not how I remember it at all. But now I'm curious, guys, what is your favorite like childhood school lunch food, like kind of thing? Like, was there anything that like stuck out to you and you were like, fuck yes, I can't believe that. Like, yes, they're gonna serve like hamburgers today at lunch. Like, what was that for you?
Pineapple pizza.
No, really?
I mean, you forget I was homeschooled, so my lunches were very much different than your lunches.
I mean, I fucking love pineapple pizza. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, pineapple pizza is the
Pineapple
best
pizza
thing on earth.
slaps.
Pineapple
Hell
belongs.
yeah, my boy.
Pineapple pizza belongs on pizza. Pineapples belong on pizza. If you disagree,
Yes.
subscribe. If you agree, subscribe. Got 'em.
I
Catch
feel
21.
like this is a question that only Museo and to an extent Court can really answer because like I don't know how it is in Canadian schools, but like we didn't have in any of like primary, high school, any like cafeteria lunches. Like we bring our lunch to school.
What?
Actually, yeah, no, here in Canada where I'm at, that was the same thing in primary and like grade, I think it was like 1 to 6. We didn't have a cafeteria. It was not until like junior high school to high school did we get one.
Oh, we didn't have
What did you eat at the cafeterias?
Yeah, we didn't have a cafeteria at all.
Oh wow. So for me, so can I say 2 objects? Is that okay?
No, you have to say 2 food items, not objects. We don't eat objects around here.
Oh my God.
Don't expose
Shut
your
up.
alien self.
I'm deathly curious.
So when I was in high school, one of my favorite lunch items was actually a pudding they made at the school. It was made from scratch, and actually some of the students would make it. And it was really soft. It had whipped cream on the top and a cherry on the top, and it was like $2.
Ooh.
$2 for this whole thing, and it was like bigger than a pudding cup. And it was like, it was so good. I was in heaven.
Damn.
But
Damn, that's nice.
like I said, we didn't have a cafeteria when I was in like elementary school. So instead I'd go down to my local like food store and I'd be able to like, as long as it was like $10 or above, I was allowed to buy my own lunch. And it's not a food, but there was this drink. It used to be an off-brand of different sodas, and it used to be called Chubby. And they were like these tiny drinks, and they came in different flavors. And I loved them. And they all had like weird names, like Rock and Roll Cola or Fizzy Fuzz Orange. And I was just like, now that I'm older, I'm just like, that sounds stupidly unhealthy.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Shoot, I'm trying to think of mine. I think the only like really iconic like food that I can remember from like way back is we had pizza, but it was like a rectangle. I don't know why they did it like that. Probably because it was probably easier because they could make it like on a really big baking sheet and then put it into a big oven. But that shit slapped. That was amazing. I mean, looking back on it now, though, it was disgusting. Like, it was really not that good. But the fact that it was pizza or something that resembled pizza made me hyped as fuck.
Your little child mind was just like, yeah, I never get pizza this often.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. They would have it like, oh my God, they would have it once a week on Fridays. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe I still remember that. That's Jesus. I wonder if I go back there. Have you guys ever had a food that you haven't had in years and it like brings back memories and stuff?
Yeah.
That pudding, I'm telling you.
I want to do that. I want to do that so bad. I want to go back there because I could still probably get into that school. I bet I could.
You walk into the school and they're just like, what the? Hold up. Who are you? And you're like, don't worry. I've been here before.
I went to like 1st through, I think 5th grade there or something like that.
Pull out your FBI ID.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. I need to test the food.
Can I ask a question? Like, because you're all American, except for Cord. Cord's out of this question. Did they ever make you like get student IDs?
Yeah.
Yeah? You could just whip that out.
Well, no, okay, not with.
Yes,
I
whip
been
out
like
the
7.
student ID
Exactly,
picture of
just
the
whip out your
7-year-old
student
you.
ID.
Oh my God.
Okay, bro. See what you got to do. This is like a physical penetration hacking technique for like if you're trying to get into a building, you're not supposed to get in. You know, you have like a quote unquote valid ID that's like not yours or you fabricated it or whatever. You just scroll up, scan it, and keep walking. Act like you're there. Act like everything's natural, and no one will notice you. You gotta act like you're a part of the 5 to 7-year-old crowd, and you'll make it.
Exactly, with my beard and everything.
It's walking on his
Where's like
bearded fucking dude.
Wears like a big like a Matrix style black jacket, you know, trench coat, walking in so that way they don't see your legs.
I don't even think wearing a trench coat into a school is a fucking good idea, dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, damn. Oh no. Something like that, you know.
No, nothing like that.
You go in baby clothes.
See, that's more like it. Yeah.
You get a pacifier in your mouth and like little I love bananas thing around your neck.
Oh no, dude. I'm here for the Scholastic Book Fair.
That doesn't come until next week, kid. Get out of here.
No. Dude.
Come by next week.
Okay. Let's move on. So last question of this week is a bit of a violent one because I don't know. I saw some like screenshots of an actor. I'm not going to say who until I read out this question. I will go first though. And I was like, man, they have a really punchable face. So guys, who is one celebrity that you would just punch? Like you would just sock them. You would
Justin
deck
Bieber.
them right on sight. No second thoughts. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Who did he say?
He said Justin Bieber.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Good fucking
Sock
choice.
Justin Bieber in the face. No second thoughts.
Is it because he represents Canada?
He's ruined music for like the longest time now.
My man was just out to get some money, bro. Leave him alone. Don't blame him. Blame the audience.
In all honesty, you know, I might attract some fucking hate for this, but his music, like recently, not that bad.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with you on that. His music recently is not that bad, but that's because he went from like that pubescent teen to like an actual like his balls dropped human being.
Yeah, once he stopped making music for
underwear
kids,
commercial.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say mine now. So listen, this might catch me some backlash. That's the word. But Martin Freeman, who played Bilbo Baggins.
What?
Like, listen,
I would just Freeman.
He just has such a punchable face. I would just You know, I don't know what it is about him. I looked at a picture of him earlier, and I was just like, man, I just want to give him a knuckle sandwich.
Is it sad to say he looks like a Mr. Bean, like stunt double?
Oh my God. I don't think he does. Wait, what? No, I don't think he does.
Look at all
I
their
see,
pictures.
I see this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see this now. I see it now. I see it now. I was looking at the wrong pictures, but I totally see it. Oh my God.
I mean, right off the bat, for me, it would have to be Kevin Spacey, but that's an easy one.
Good choice.
Why is that even a G? Why is that even a G? That should be
I get it. It's just like I didn't think
commendable.
about it. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
like we have Justin Bieber, which is understandable. Then Martin Freeman for just existing, and then here I am using my punch for actual justice out here.
yeah.
No, Kyle, Shelly, you choose your fighter. How are you going to use your punch?
Jeffrey Bezos.
He's not an actor.
good one.
He's not an actor though.
He's a celebrity.
celebrity.
Get
It's a
fucked.
celebrity. Yeah, it was celebrity.
He's a celebrity.
All right, whatever. He used it for justice,
God.
apparently. Maybe.
Listen, my justice is lazy. That's all I can say.
Amen.
Man, if I didn't have to
All right,
deal
let's
with
move
like
on.
the
Oh.
if I didn't have to deal with the potential repercussions of punching a billionaire, I would do it.
Oh man, that's true.
Yo, just become a billionaire yourself. That way you can punch another billionaire.
Yeah, sounds doable.
Or Jeffrey Bezos is like, man, this guy has balls, and like adopts you as his apprentice. You become the new Amazon intern.
Oh,
Here's
God.
what you do. You like start beef with him, and then you make it into a big wrestling match, and you make fucking bank on it. Easy.
Oh, so
Easiest
Jake
money.
Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, never mind. I changed my mind. Can I punch Jake Paul instead?
Good answer.
I forgot he existed, dude. He kind of just flew under the radar in my mind. I haven't seen anything about him in a while.
What do you mean? He's at like 15
He's all over the
UFC.
news.
He's done like 15 UFC fights.
I don't think you realize I don't pay attention to news.
Yeah, you
Fair
can punch him in the
enough.
face, but you need to deal with the repercussions. He's gonna get you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll punch you back. I don't want to punch Jake Paul.
As long as it's a one punch kind of thing where I get to punch him and then he hits me and then we're good, I'm good with that. I'll hit him.
Like
I'll hit him.
that's like going like, yeah, I want to punch Mike Tyson. He's gonna punch you harder back right after. Like,
You might have
feel like
permanent
not a good
damage.
idea. Not a good idea. Not worth.
Okay, how would I say this then? I want to punch pre-boxing season Jake Paul. How's that sound?
Yeah, fair enough.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes. Like fresh out of the forest, Jake Paul.
No, that's Logan Paul.
Oh, that's Logan Paul?
You
Fuck.
got the Paul brothers mixed up.
I don't care. I don't watch their content.
No one
I will
has for
say
like
though,
5
now-
years now.
True. I will say though, now that you're bringing up specifics, I feel like if I just sock Martin Freeman in the face, I feel like with enough force I could get him to fall over and he wouldn't be able to fight back. And I feel like that would be funny.
Probably.
I don't know, man. He's been in a couple Marvel movies.
He was the
He did The Hobbit for 3 movies.
he did Sherlock Holmes's what the fuck is his
Watson.
name? The Watson, yeah.
As long as you catch him off
I liked
guard
him
with a good
in
wind
that.
up, you might be good.
Yeah.
I don't know
Gotta get on the
why,
back.
but I don't know why, but when you mentioned the whole like giving him a good sock and knocking him on his ass, I don't know why, but my brain just went cartoon and it's just like him stumbling for like 5 minutes and then finally falling backwards.
Yes, absolutely. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's move on to the actual news. I'm going to start with some big stuff first. So, Pokemon Legends Arceus got released on Friday of last week, which was pretty massive, actually. I was kind of had low hopes for this game, and they were alleviated, actually. Reviews have been mixed, but on the good side, mostly. I think the main complaints that people have been having were that whenever you're like flying around, things just kind of look like a bunch of repeated textures and it looks kind of gross and like But other than that, I've seen good stuff about this game. They have completely changed how you catch and battle Pokemon. It is
Really?
like so different. Oh yeah, it's way different now. I don't know how to explain this super well because I haven't played the game, but going up to wild Pokemon, you can have like, you can just throw balls at them, and if that doesn't work out, they can attack you as a trainer, which is really
Makes
different.
sense.
I mean, yeah, like it makes sense. It's very different though. Or you can engage in a battle with them, which is, like kind of standard, but there's a lot of things that they've changed with like nuances and moves and stuff. There's like some sort of charge moves or something that take like a couple turns to build up. I'm not really sure. Still haven't played the game. I want to, but I'm not going to buy it yet. It's just very different from the normal Pokemon formula, which is nice. Honestly, I think that what they've done is good, because the old Pokemon formula was getting old, and that showed whenever they re-released, or they did the remake of Diamond and Pearl. It was just kind of boring. Nobody really paid attention to that game all that much, other than the chibi art style. But nobody was talking about like the gameplay. Nobody was talking about like anything. They weren't talking about anything but the art style. Like that was it. So I think that what they've done here is really smart, and I actually do like it, even though it's something different from the norm, which is hard to do for Pokemon fans.
I think they realized, like, since Sword and Shield, and how the perception of that, or the reception rather of that, was, they really needed to do something innovative to actually kind of recapture the market here. I'm actually like really shocked that people are kind of responding. So like all I've seen online is just like good stuff about this game, and we talked about this a couple of times in previous episodes. And we always were really, really apprehensive, really kind of like, this is probably going to be a bad game. And it's like been out for a couple of days or something. And it's like, it's everything that I've seen online has been like, holy shit, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, like, I think it's a very nice surprise. I'm glad about this.
Another thing that like made everyone skeptical about it was like when it was first shown off, it had horrible frame rate. There was a lot of pop in. There wasn't much gameplay, and we were still all in the dark about it. And Nintendo left us in the dark for a little while there too. Yeah,
I think that honestly, in recent times, I feel like trailers for games have done less good. Oh my God, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
They do more bad than good, because I don't know why they do this, but
could be intentional.
Companies keep showing. Maybe it is, maybe, but like companies keep showing their games in like unfinished states, and that's what they give for like trailer footage. I don't know why they would do that. Like that, like you're like,
they're trying to do a reverse Cyberpunk.
Yeah. It's so strange to see like the market trends like on that, because like other companies will do this too. I can't think of a good example right now. Oh my gosh. Shoot, the only thing that comes to mind is more Pokemon. But for the Diamond and Pearl remakes, the music in one of the trailers was like it was shit. It was so bad. Like it. But as it turned out, whenever the game released, the music was fine. It was apparently because they used like some filler music that like they weren't going to use in the final project or something like that. Why didn't they just use the music that they used in the final version? That would have made everyone happy. They wouldn't have caught flack for it. Like it doesn't. I don't know.
Might not have been ready at that point.
I don't understand. Maybe so. I don't know.
Can I bring up a different game right quick?
Yeah.
So another company that tried to do something similar, kind of. I think it's the same thing, but Battlefield 2041.
Ooh.
They used
2042.
a build prior to what they already had for the beta because they thought it was more stable, but it also wasn't good. And so that's what I feel like the trailers are doing. They're using previous builds instead of using what they have now because they don't find it stable enough, or like they can't find the proper time to use the stuff in it.
That's possible, yeah.
But that's a big thing with like trying to meet deadlines and stuff, and like corporate side of things, like the marketing stuff, because it's like instead of using a proper version of the game for a trailer, it's like just use whatever version that we have right now so that we can push for this commercial. And I hate that happens, but yeah. I guess it's just it's an industry thing. We can't change it. Sucks though.
Yeah.
Well, like you also have to realize like our generation is also getting more and more into the give me what I want to see kind of thing. No one's going to sit around anymore and watch a trailer on YouTube for a game that's like coming your way. This amazing graphical game. And it's like, skip. Nowadays, they just want, hey, here's the action to the game. Here's a cool soundtrack. Get it. And it's like, okay, here's my money.
Yeah.
I am not following.
Like, I have family that actually has done this before. So I'll use an example from real life.
Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin about Apex versus Fortnite because he likes Fortnite and I don't, but he also likes Apex, which I do. And I brought up a trailer that I saw and he was like, oh yeah, I saw that and I skipped it on YouTube. And I was like, why? And he's like, it took too long to get to the point and it didn't look flashy enough. And then when we were talking about Fortnite, he was like, yeah, like that one trailer with the Naruto character and it was awesome. And he did some gang signs and then he had a gun and then it was over. And it was like, gang signs. I shit you not. That's the words he used.
Jeez.
That's funny.
But like literally the trailer was just showing Naruto. He does like his like ninjutsu. He pulls out a gun and he shoots something and it's over. And that's it. And he loved it.
Damn.
All right.
That is interesting. I see what you mean now.
Bro, I'm just waiting
That's so
for the
weird.
I'm just waiting for the Elon Musk brain chips so I can get those nice ads in my sleep, bro.
Oh God.
Okay.
Bro, Futurama is coming truer each and every day. It's sad.
Yeah.
Dude, that
That's
show,
not sad.
that
What do you
show
mean?
holds up so well 20 years later.
Yes, it does.
Jesus Christ.
What show?
Futurama.
Futurama.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's
really
so
good.
good. It's on
Really?
Hulu.
No, I've never seen it.
Huh.
I've seen the memes of like the take my money or whatever. But other than that,
Like when I say it's good, it's good. I want to say I've watched most of the first season so far, and there's not been an episode that I haven't liked, or just hasn't had like such a genius punchline or joke.
I'm not gonna lie. After our whole entire Cowboy Bebop debacle, I don't think anybody else's opinions on movies and TV shows matter to me except for my own.
That's fair enough, to be real.
That's a good like philosophical way to look at it. Like really the only thing that matters to you is what you think.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So just if you disagree with me, then everything works out perfectly.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'll stroke your cock for a bit too. I'll side with you on this, as long as you bring up a new news topic.
I'll think about it. Speaking about news and entertainment, it looks like I'm going to have to purchase a new streaming service soon
Ooh.
because the official Halo TV trailer dropped this weekend. It's supposed to be
sorry, what?
the new Halo TV show trailer. You heard me right.
It's gonna be a Halo TV show.
Yes.
There's been one before, I'm pretty sure.
I think they've made like a couple spin-off, one-off movies. I haven't seen any of them.
That's what it was. Yep.
I mean, and Red versus Blue was technically a thing, but this is like an official Halo TV show. It's supposed to be canon, so it's not like supposed to be like official canon or story or whatever, but it's taking place like before the first game. So like there's like it's like right before the Covenant fights the humans, so like there's a human war or something like that. It doesn't look half bad. It's gonna be on Paramount Plus. It's rated M.
What?
Whoa.
And
Paramount Plus. What
Yes.
the fuck?
Right.
I didn't know Paramount had a streaming service.
Who Megalol?
What the hell?
Well, now you do. And I think a lot of people now know that Paramount Plus is a streaming service.
Yeah. That's interesting that Microsoft went with them. Huh. That's not what I would expect. That's really interesting. Because I think that some of the Halo stuff is on Netflix. If I'm probably remembering that wrong.
Red vs. Blue is on
but I
Netflix?
It was.
Is it?
It's
Yeah,
not anymore.
Okay, it was.
They took it off a while
Okay.
ago. They took it off a while ago.
I also remember some of the Halo movies were on Netflix because I think me and my little brother watched them like years ago, like so long ago that I barely remember.
Yeah, there's nothing anymore.
Yeah. Huh. That's really interesting.
So yeah, that comes out
Weird.
March 24th.
So it's already
Hope they
been
don't
in
fuck it
development.
up.
It's been in development. They announced it quite a while ago, but like they gave the date this weekend.
Wow.
And the first official trailer dropped. It doesn't look half bad. People are kind of not liking the look of Cortana. I don't remember who's playing her. The one shot that she had was a little weird, but it looked fine to me.
Interesting.
Halo. That's all I need.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of weird things, Noc, what's that weird little story that we had a couple weeks ago, and then now we have an update on?
Yeah, so there was a while back we talked about this guy's YouTube channel, Totally Not Mark. He had some issues with the Japanese animation studio Toei Animation. They decided to like copyright strike, or not strike, but like copyright. I don't know exactly the different
claim.
I don't think it was claim, because it was claims don't result in removal.
Oh wait, copyright takedowns.
Yes, copyright takedowns. That's right. He had like a majority of his videos just completely removed, and his channel was just decimated. And by American law, it's like this stuff was probably fair use, like it shouldn't have been taken down. So anyways, apparently, you know, since he made his videos, he made his big appeal to Toei Animation. He did it in Japanese, which is pretty cool. Mark had been in contact with somebody a lot higher up at YouTube to sort of talk about these issues. It turns out that Toei Animation used a process that actually originally used a process that would have gotten Mark removed from YouTube completely in the beginning. They actually tried to get YouTube to completely remove the videos, not blocked, which is what they did. Not claimed. If they would have actually succeeded in getting them removed, he would have had his channel removed completely. It's like 3 removals and you're out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
YouTube actually came back to Toei Animation and said, "Hey, you sure you guys want to do this? Because it looks like this stuff falls under fair use." YouTube didn't hear back from Toei Animation, and then Toei Animation went and did the actual YouTube video blocking thing through YouTube's like interface, which is apparently like against YouTube's rules to like ask them to be removed, and then during that procedure to go and use the other tool, which is I don't understand it, but apparently that was actually against the rules, and Toei kind of fucked up.
Ooh.
But I guess to bring the story to a conclusion, YouTube kind of sided with Mark and said, we're going to block these videos in Japan, but we're going to bring them back up for everywhere else, and Toei Animation can kind of suck it.
Hell yeah. Good shit.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like, I think this is one of the first times that I've heard of, at least, that YouTube is like unfucked itself.
Yeah. And I think... Sorry, go on, Green.
I was just gonna say, because I've watched this guy's content before, especially with a great content creator like he is. Totally Not Mark is a great YouTube creator. I love his all of his videos and stuff. So to see them side with the content creator for once is actually very refreshing.
Yeah.
Right.
And it kind of makes sense though, because like you've got Japan is like the only place that has this essentially like no what's the word? I just used it before. What the fuck was it?
They're just fickle with copyright.
Yeah, but like at fair use. Like Japan has no fair use laws. So
wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, if you even if it's in fair use, if you use somebody else's content, you are pirating their shit in the eyes of Japanese law. So it doesn't make sense for YouTube to essentially capitulate to Toei Animation in this instance, because it's only Japan that really has that law against, like, you know, in the United States, you have reasonable fair use. Japan's the only, and majority of people who watch Totally Not Mark's content is probably not from Japan anyway. So it makes sense for YouTube to do this, because it doesn't make sense for Japan to enforce their laws on the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Wow.
Well, it also just comes down to where it comes from, and what laws you have to follow in that aspect. Because I don't remember what the content creator's name is, but he got sued by a Swedish company, and they had to do a bunch of back and forth to see which laws they had to follow, because if they were following by the American law, he was in the right, but if he was following by the Swedish law, he was in the wrong.
And I think in that
Jesus.
and in that case, it's like YouTube is an American company. You can't, and as long as the actual data is hosted on American data centers, it doesn't matter what law it is in another country. In my opinion.
Ooh.
But it makes sense, YouTube being an international company, it makes sense for them to block content from block certain content in countries where in that country it might be infringing on certain laws. It makes sense for them to do that, and they should make tools for content creators to make this process easy, where if they know that their content is breaking a law in a certain country, they can elect to block content in said country.
Yeah, because I think the last time we talked about it, it was like you can't actually do that, like blocking it in a country, unless you are in a MCM.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like that.
The MCM stuff. It was most content creators, unless they're in that agreement with the whatever the hell it was, like
With the YouTube.
yeah, as long as their agency or whatever is if a content creator doesn't have an agency like that, they don't have access to those tools, and it's only made available to certain people who have these agencies. So most content creators just straight up don't have access to these tools that can help them get out or help them prevent being in situations like this.
Damn. That's so rough. That's
Yeah, and
I think it'll be interesting going forward to see how international copyright law like changes and molds in like the next 5 to 10 years.
yeah, and it'd be interesting to see what YouTube does the next time this happens, because it's going to happen to somebody else probably eventually.
Oh yeah,
And
it already does happen to other people. The only thing is, what I think is interesting about Totally Not Mark's case is, it kind of got like picked up by, I think it was Moist Critical or maybe Ludwig who did a video on it.
Probably both.
I don't
say
think, honestly, yeah. I don't think that if that hadn't have happened, I don't think that this would have been a good outcome to the story.
possibly not.
I think that this was something that, like, because it was brought to the public eye and because so many people were complaining about it, YouTube was like, man, we should do something about this.
I think
and so now that they've kicked into gear, excuse me.
Yeah. I think so many content creators knew that they needed to pick this up and amplify this, because it's probably going to be something that affects them eventually too.
Yeah.
Well,
which is a fair thing.
Have you guys heard about the whole Gordon Ramsay thing, like the Hell's Kitchen thing?
No.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I'm not very familiar.
So
Please explain.
what's going on right now is the company that hosts Hell's Kitchen, if you're caught watching it, and like Hell's Kitchen, like the producers or like the networking catches you doing this, they can shut down your channel.
What?
They shut down your channel?
Well, not shut down. They can claim your money. Yeah, they can give you a strike. They can claim your money for that video, stuff like that. Sorry, my brain went shut down.
You're good.
But no, yeah, they can take your money, they can claim your video, and it's been ruining a lot of people. But at the same time, it's the company's wishes to not broadcast that off of the platform that they're making the money off of, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of people who are watching these are watching them as downloaded VODs, or they're getting it from YouTube itself, from people who pirate onto YouTube. And so that's another thing you guys got to take into consideration here, is like the whole, it's coming from a company going up onto a website or something. And if you watch it from someone else's perspective or something, it could ruin the whole like money gain they get, or like it can just like mess up the whole flow of like what they want in their show.
Yeah, I think that there needs to be better, more transparency, or at least more, like say, for example, if you do stream something that might be copyrighted, it makes sense for the original creator to be compensated in some way, but it should be proportional, to the amount of time that they've actually been watching it or been, had it in their content. And also, even then, some of that portion should still go to the content creator as well. It shouldn't just be like all of that money for that portion of time, or for the entire video for that matter, going to like if somebody uses one of my songs for like 5 minutes in a 10-hour video, I shouldn't be able to just claim the entire video. And even that 5 minutes, it shouldn't all go to me.
Right.
But I think
but that's how YouTube works.
Actually, YouTube has implemented a system where you can actually go back and you're going to lose the audio of you talking, but you can clip out the sound of that song and put something else there. The only problem with that is Twitch, you lose all the audio.
What would be good is if they actually had multi-audio videos, like multi-track audio videos. So that way you could actually... they do that in Twitch to an extent. But if they did that in YouTube as well, that'd be really good.
I was going to mention multi-track audio more often than not is up to the person who is streaming.
That's true. Yeah.
Because
you have to set that up. It's
you need to set that up. Yeah. And also Twitch VODs, I want to say about 80% of the time it does censor copyrighted material, but I've definitely had VODs where I've uploaded them and like they had muting on the VODs. And then I'll upload it to YouTube, but there's other stuff that's copyrighted on it. And it gets to YouTube and it's like, oh, well, you can't view this in this country, in this country, in this country. And I get like a copyright strike, or not a strike, or something like a claim or something. I don't care because it's a VOD channel, but it's still dangerous.
Living on the edge over here.
Like, it's very dangerous to rely on that system too, because that system has to be like sought through by someone else, and they have to like watch through it, make sure it is copyrighted, check where the source is from, and then mute that part of the VOD and then continue through that VOD.
I think it's done mostly automatically.
On Twitch, yes.
On Twitch, yes, but on other platforms like YouTube, no.
Okay.
Well, no, wait, isn't that proven wrong? Wait, isn't YouTube doing bots now?
I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I'm not as big into YouTube stuff as I am Twitch stuff, so interesting. I will look into that. But for now, let's move on because we've been talking about this for like literally 20 minutes. Jesus. Okay. So a bit of quirky news that we have going on. Something way out of left field, like not related at all to what we were talking about. Beat Saber is adding a new type of block. It was so random. I saw it on my timeline. I didn't believe it. I clicked on it. It was real. It's the most strange thing I've ever seen. Basically what it is, they're calling it a oh my gosh, what, like a flow block?
Is it a slider?
What is it? A slider block. It looks like a segmented block. So I'm probably going to end up calling it a segmented block, but it's just a bigger note. It's basically like if you ever played The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, where you have to like slash in a certain direction. It's basically that, but you have to do like the full slash in order to hit the point.
Oh,
so that's yeah.
I was looking at it wondering how is this different than, sometimes they just have like the dot blocks and they have like a bunch of them in a row. I was wondering how this is different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot of those dot maps that you're talking about are kind of third party, not really official. So I guess this gives them a way to do that. It's just kind of weird, though. I don't know.
It just, to me, it looks like just a bunch of half dot, a dot block.
Yeah,
that way they can curve it more.
Yeah, maybe there will be some stuff that like goes in spirals and stuff, but like you were saying, like you can just do that with dot blocks, but I think that's more of a modder thing. So maybe they just wanted a clean way to do that. It is so weird though that after like, I think it's been like 4 years since that game came out, and now they're just adding a whole new thing into it. Like it was so like I literally like had whiplash. I was like, what? Like I did a double take on my timeline. I was like, whoa. New Beat Saber block just dropped. It was crazy.
How's the player base for that game been going? Because like VR is getting more and more popular. Is that game getting more and more popular, or has that been like a?
I haven't checked. I do know that a lot of the titans of Beat Saber that were like really, really good at the game have started to stop.
Oh.
There's a content creator named Bandut. He stopped playing like super consistently. He still plays like casually, but like he stopped playing because he was like, I'm 23 and like some of the younger competitors can just move faster than me. So I'm just gonna chillax. Which is true. Oh my God, I don't remember what year it was, but the winner of one of the bigger Beat Saber tournaments, like in 2019 or something like that. It was just like this like 17-year-old, like I think Canadian kid or something. His name was like, oh God, I don't even remember. He was young. He was super young. And he just like won this tournament because younger people have more mobility, I guess.
Professional
They
gaming in
can just
general
move like
is more for young people.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're playing Halo.
I slash
Unless
one
you're playing
block.
Halo. Yep.
I slash one block in Beat Saber and I just throw my back out. Just
Oh God. Oh my God.
Old people problems.
All right.
Yep.
Definitely old people.
Hurt my ankle today playing DDO.
I was about to say, Noc, you can feel my pain, right?
No. Oh my God. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of a good transition, but nothing is coming to my mind. So, Cord, I'm gonna just put you on the spot here. Can you give us some sweet news?
Sweet news.
Yes.
I don't have any sweet news because it's mostly about Ubisoft at this point, as I just realized. Actually, no.
Oh my gosh.
I do have sweet news. Never mind.
Okay.
Ubisoft finally did something right.
Ooh.
For those of y'all that don't remember, we talked about this a while ago. Was it back in October? November? I think it was. And famous esports former pro and commentator Kickstar passed away very unexpectedly in a car crash. Very sad. He was a very influential creator of the community, just influential in esports generally. He's a great caster and a great guy. It's tragedy that he's no longer with us. But an update that Siege put out earlier this week, they added a plaque in a part of the map plane where he got like a really famous ace, which is basically killing all 5 people on the enemy team. It was a very famous, popular clip, probably one of Siege's most popular clips, and they put a plaque right by where he got the ace on the map.
Oh, that's really pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
Wow.
Nice for Ubisoft to officially recognize and gave him a memorial. So,
man, now I want to play some Siege.
Ubisoft. Oh no, no, not again, dude. I don't want to have another Siege phase of my life, man. My life has been so good since I quit Siege.
What do you mean? You never even play ranked, okay? Like, you don't have...
dude.
Exactly, okay, all right. You can't complain about a Siege phase in life when half of your YouTube requests or half of your YouTube algorithm isn't Siege tips, okay?
Oh my God, shut up. Exactly. It was at one point.
Okay.
Wait. If I'm remembering correctly, weren't you two on like a competitive team?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was on B team. I was B team captain, bitches. Let's go.
Hey, at least you're a captain. Let's go.
The B team captain, which meant he was going to be nowhere. Because that team did nothing. I was going to be nowhere.
I think I warmed the bench on like one game.
Jeez.
I actually subbed in once.
I don't think I ever actually got to play, which was fucked up because they said I was going to get to play. It was mean.
Yo, can I say though, like I jumped into Siege for the first time in months. I think even like in a year even. And when I jumped into it and I was like, okay, I'm going to do some like, terrorist hunt to like warm up. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, let's jump into it. Oh, look, this menu's new. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then I got into the game and I was like, what is everything? Why is everything like cluttered in? What is the radar? What am I doing?
Oh,
bro.
They've
added a lot. Siege is one of those really weird games to where if I walk away from it for if I don't touch it within more than a month, I lose like all cognitive skill. And it just takes a month to get used to it again.
Yep. Well, that's because they add stuff.
I mean,
and
no, it's more than just adding
there's
stuff.
also
But it's just like
there's just general rust. You just kind of acquire rust.
yeah, but like if I play a Call of Duty game, like Modern Warfare, right? I can not play that game for like a month or so at a time, and I'll come back to it, and I'll still be at the top of the lobby every goddamn time. It's not the same way with Siege.
Yeah, that's because Siege is more technical and harder. You actually have to use your brain for that, unlike COD. COD is just shooty, bang, bang, closest guy.
That's pretty accurate.
I can play Siege like that and do better than normal.
I want to play Siege like it's a racing game.
I mean, you can pretty effectively. Watch me.
I am the
Just go
race
Ash.
car.
I played
not the
Siege
race
for so
car, I'm
long
Speed.
thinking that it was like COD, and it took. God, that was so bad.
Oh, no. No.
I remember trying to jump around
It's
the
so
freaking
different.
corner. I'm like, what the fuck? It didn't do anything.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, no. It's, that's what you don't want to do.
That's so funny. That's so funny that you went into that like that. I mean, I guess a lot of people do that, though. That's fair enough.
I mean, you can pull that off if you have really, really cracked aim for a little bit, and then you'll get wrecked.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that strategy is like 70%
Nah.
of Siege, and then aim is the other 30. No? More? Less?
I would argue that Siege is 50% information and 50% bullshit headshot shots.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Okay. Speaking of some other weird bullshit that happened toward the end of this week, Noc, what the
Yeah,
hell?
I don't
What the hell was
have
Sony? What?
much notes on this, but it's just kind of funny because like last week we talked about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, and everybody was talking about, all right, what the fuck's Sony gonna do?
Mhm.
Sony decided to buy Bungie for was it $6 billion?
Was it six?
$6 billion.
I thought it was 3. I could have gotten that number wrong.
No,
I'm curious.
Oh no!
I'm curious.
I thought it was like 6.5 or something like that.
Good lord!
You're gonna Google that right now. That's fine. But it's just kind of ironic to see the company that originally made
3.6 billion.
Oh shit!
I was going
Okay.
to say that. Damn it. He caught me to it.
Son of a bitch. But I think it's kind of ironic that the company that originally made Halo gets bought out by Sony after Microsoft, who now owns Halo, ended up taking a massive foothold in the AAA gaming market.
Bungie's the only gaming developer to have been owned by Microsoft and Sony.
Weren't they owned by somebody else in the middle?
They were independent, and then they got bought up by Microsoft to make Halo a console exclusive back in 2001. And then after Reach, they went independent. And after I want to say it was after Destiny 1, maybe around Destiny 2, they got bought out by Activision. And then again,
That's right, yeah.
they went.
Oh, and then they did Anthem.
No, Bungie had nothing to do with Anthem. That was BioWare.
Wait, what?
Anthem was
Oh,
BioWare.
you're right.
And then I want to say in 2019, they went independent again.
So yeah, I was reading about this before, and I was kind of wondering like how long until they go independent again.
Oh, well, we shall see. We shall see. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on what games they make.
Well, I think the interesting thing here is that like Bungie said like there's not going to be any PlayStation exclusives.
Oh,
Ooh, interesting.
So I think it's more of a lot of other people have pointed this out is that PlayStation is playing the long game here to where they're just starting to build up a repertoire of gaming companies to make their own streaming gaming service, as that's kind of where the market is moving in almost literally every direction of you have to have some sort of monthly service that people purchase and pay for months on end. And that's how you're going to make money.
I was kind of thinking that they probably had to do that now to avoid being crushed by a monopoly.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm not
I mean,
gonna lie.
The other thing I'm thinking about is Bungie is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Green.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. When I was reading the whole thing, I read it as Sony buys Bethesda for some reason.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, damn, that was a power move.
Bro,
For $6 billion. Dang.
Can't believe they're gonna release Skyrim for an 8th time.
Bro, great. This was the headline like 6 months ago, except it was Microsoft that bought up Bethesda.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. hmm
Oh well.
I think it's interesting. Do you think that Bungie is getting bought out because it's a strategic market move, or because Sony is confident in the games that they're going to make? Because Bungie has a record
they have
for games. It's a good record, I would
they
say.
literally just have Destiny at the moment. Like, there's not another Bungie IP out there that's being currently
right, but
whatever.
Are you sure?
So,
No. But they made Halo, right? They made Halo, and then they've made Destiny as well. That's pretty good. Like, I mean, it's not a lot of things, but they're good things. So who knows?
I don't think that they're investing.
I just want to know why they bought
I don't think
it.
that they're investing into the game company because of the, you know, what kind of games they can make or something. They're doing it to build up capital. They're trying to build up a position of owning game companies. That's
that just
in my
sucks.
opinion, that's what they're doing. This is a retaliation for Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard.
I mean, I don't think it's really like a huge retaliation, because if you're comparing Activision and Bungie, that's like comparing apples to orange seeds in terms of scope and impact.
Definitely.
For literally everything.
Yeah.
But
it's something.
this
though.
might not be-
It's something from a rival company.
It's.
I think. Sorry. Go ahead.
I think they're making a point in terms of, you know, buying something, you know, the company that made Halo. That's kind of funny, but also this might be the first of many for Sony.
Possibly, yeah. I think I read somewhere that this deal had been 5 months into the making. So it's not like they just like went, oh shit, they just bought Activision. Oh shit, what are we gonna do? Get Bungie, get them right now. They made Halo, right? Yeah, get them.
It's also possible that they knew a lot in advance that Microsoft was planning to buy Activision, because those kind of deals don't happen really quickly, and it's possible they could have known.
That's possible.
Is anyone else like really worried how many big companies are buying in smaller companies? Like, is anyone else worried about that?
Oh yeah.
It generally doesn't.
Hey, but what the fuck are we gonna do about it, man? We can't really do much.
It generally doesn't end in good things for the consumer. All of the best games recently, I want to say all of the best games, but a lot of the really, really good games that we've had over the last 10 years have been indie games.
Over the last 10 years? I'd say over the last like 5 years.
You reckon? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have the early 2010s of like COD and Halo.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Last 5 years.
I'm not going to agree with you on that, because you said COD and that just made me sad.
Well, COD used to be actually pretty decent.
Okay, it used to be, but like we're saying the last 5 years.
You're talking 10 years ago.
No, thank you.
You've got Black Ops 2.
No. We're saying
that the last 5 years have been good for indie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, sorry,
exactly.
my brain blanked then.
Yeah, I'm saying the opposite of what you think I am.
Okay.
We've had Undertale, we've had Celeste, we've had
Undertale, and then
Undertale. That's what I just said.
Wait, when did Stardew come out?
Guy.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I think that was 2015, maybe 2016.
Stardew is so fucking good though.
2016.
2016, yeah.
2016. Okay. Yeah. It's a little more than 5
I'd
years.
still classify it in the 5 year range.
It's in the 5-ish year range.
It's also crazy how many of these indie games have had such a massive impact on gaming in general. And like AAA studios can't do that shit. And it's probably going to be worse the more and more these big, gigantic, monolithic companies buy up game developers. Because they don't take risks.
Well, think about this. I mean, it may be different, because it has been a trend for quite a while for like companies to make or shit out really bad games. But in the long term, those are not going to make money. Like Battlefield 2042, Cyberpunk, or well, maybe not Cyberpunk, because that's actually a decent game and they've probably made their money back. Like Battlefield 2042, Call of Duty Vanguard, those have been some of the worst selling games, and those are big staples in the first-person shooter industry.
Well,
companies are going to take note, and I think over the next maybe 5-10 years, especially with maybe more of these monopolies around that are coming out, a lot more funding will go into game development, which may equal greater quality.
Ooh.
You say that, but I think a lot of funding is going to go into figuring out how to make games that make the most money but most gamers actually hate them. Like, for example, like your games with absolutely absurd and disgusting levels of microtransactions. These games, like, gamers generally fucking hate the games, but they still make fucking Zynga billions of dollars.
Because it's because most gamers are impatient as well, right? Because we just want to get to what we want. So if you go and you present this really shiny piece of turd and like, it's like, hey, this does nothing but look good. Most gamers are just going to be like, fuck, that's stupid, but I want it.
Yeah. Dude, it is surprising how much that mentality is like people know they're doing it too. And they'll just go ahead and do it anyways. Like, I haven't done it too often, but on Pokemon Unite, I remember I bought like the battle pass or something. I knew damn well I was not going to complete that shit. I knew damn well, but I did it anyway. It was only cosmetics. There was nothing that really benefited the gameplay or anything like that.
Exactly.
And like, as I was like, I knew exactly what I was doing, and like, it was stupid.
I also kind of wonder, like, Call of Duty, like the recent Black Ops and Vanguard, like they've kind of been the most meh Call of Duties. I kind of wonder how much revenue and profit have they actually made for the company, and have they been, record breaking profits? Is it?
I want to say Black Ops.
Oh, I doubt it.
I want to say Black Ops Cold War sold less than average, definitely less than Modern Warfare 2019. But Vanguard, I want to say, has been the lowest selling COD so far.
Really?
I like that one though.
Oh, Vanguard.
I mean,
Vanguard not good.
I mean,
Vanguard not good. I enjoy it.
It's the only thing that's got going on for it is it's 16 multiplayer maps. That's literally it. Like, the campaign was meh.
I just like it for the World War II. I just think it's cool. I am biased. Holy shit.
look at you, mister. Oh, look, it just looks pretty. It looks the way I want it to. It's cool.
Oh, come on now.
We literally just got out of this convo, and then you literally exhibit the same behavior. Classic gamer moment. Classic gamer moment.
It's different.
Oh,
No,
is it?
okay, hold
How is
on.
it different? What? It's
Because
you bought a
it-
$60
because I
microtransaction instead of a $10 one.
No, because I bought a full game instead of a microtransaction.
Like I said, a $60 microtransaction. You're only playing it because it looks cool. Anyways,
I'm gonna shit down your gullet one of these fucking days. Let's wrap this up.
Wait, before we wrap it up, before we wrap it up, I want to talk about the indie thing right quick. The reason why indie games are getting better than AAA games is because, like Noc said, no risk. But that's because AAA games know, hey, this sells really well. Let's just throw this out with a little bit of change.
Exactly.
That's all.
That is exactly right.
And that's boring. Like, to me as a gamer, like as a consumer, I want to see something different. When I looked at Battlefield 2041, I was like, oh, cool. You can change your like attachments in the fly. That's awesome. Hey, you're not constricted to whatever like character, like medic or assault or anything. It's all based on like what like character you have. That's kind of cool. I'm digging that. But then when they released it, it's just Battlefield.
Yeah.
It's just Battlefield. And it's like, that's boring. Like no new guns, no like new mechanics other than the quick swap. It's Battlefield.
Before I forget, Green, I have never heard of this game that you've called Battlefield 2041, but I wholeheartedly agree about Battlefield 2042, as this is a game that exists.
I was one number off. Damn it.
Got him some slack.
No slack.
My God.
No slack for gamer.
Listen, man, you knew I was nervous coming into this.
Hey, you did good. You did fine.
You did good. You did
great.
good, kid.
You did good.
You did good, kid. You did good, kid.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up. Y'all, this has been a very fun episode. Green, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I'm actually going to have you list all your socials first. Where can we find you on this World Wide Web?
You can find me on 2 different platforms, Twitch and Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/GreenP0is0n_TV, and the O's are zeros, so don't be fooled. And you can find me on Twitter at @green_poison_, and the O's are zeros again.
Okay. All right. Nice. Noc, where can we find you?
Spotify at Noc.V. Shut the fuck up,
He said the
Cord.
dot.
Shut the fuck
He said the
up.
dot.
There's a dot.
And I've been using Twitter a bit more, and that's twitter.com/NOCV.
Nice. Okay. All right. Cord.
He said the dot.
He did say the
He
dot.
said the dot. It's
It makes me happy when he says the
It
dot.
makes me so happy. Cord_gamer on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and whatever other platform you want to see me on. Maybe OnlyFans, maybe not.
Whoa! Last but not least is me. I am Muzio, MUZI0H. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Muzio, MUZI0H_. And same spelling on Twitter. It's at It's Muzio. So yeah, there you go. And I don't know what else to say here other than thank you all so much for listening again. And we will see you all next week.
Bye.
Have a good one.